this is not exact topic, but this is the solution we can say, and the solution is for the external fragmentation what we have faced in the first fit and best fit and worst fit algorithm. Okay, strategies. Okay, in the previous video we have seen the memory placement strategies. Those memory placement strategies were first fit, okay, first fit, then best fit, and the third was worst fit. Okay, all these three strategies have their different plan. In first fit we have to allocate the process into the first hole that is big enough. Okay, in the best fit we have to find the smallest hole and then we have to fill it, and then in worst fit we have to find the largest hole and then we have to allocate the process in that particular block. Okay, so that we have already seen in the previous one. But what happened that in the first fit and the best fit are better than the worst fit. Okay, this first fit and best fit are better than the worst fit. Okay, because worst fit is the one which allocate the processes into the largest one. Okay, if the largest are done, then the remaining will be unallocated. Okay, if these two are better in terms of speed and storage. Okay, these two are better in terms of speed and storage. Okay, storage utilization, we can say utilization. But both the first fit and the best fit strategies for memory allocation suffer from the external fragmentation. Better to hai, but it suffer from the external fragmentation. Suffer from external fragmentation. If external fragmentation is being done, as the processes are loaded and removed from the memory, the free memory space is broken into little pieces. What is external fragmentation? As the processes are loaded and removed, processes are loaded and removed from memory, the free memory space is broken into little pieces. The free memory is broken into little pieces. So this is the external fragmentation. Okay, now we have to provide the solution for this external fragmentation. Okay, so we need to provide solution for the external fragmentation is nothing but the compaction. Okay, solution for the external fragmentation is nothing but the compaction. Now what is the goal behind this compaction is that we'll try to see. This is okay. So in compaction what we are going to do, just let us see. In compaction what we are going to do, first of all the goal is to shuffle the memory content so as to place all free memory together in one large block. Okay, the goal behind this is to shuffle the memory content so as to place all free memory together in one large block. All free memory in one block. Okay, one large block, we can say. Okay, the simplest compaction algorithm is to move all processes towards one end. Okay, so move all process toward one end of the memory, and the holes move in the other direction, and we can say holes in one direction. I'll show with the diagram also, that from the diagram you will easily understand. so producing one large whole of the available memory. Compaction is not always possible. Compaction is not always possible. Why it is not possible always? Because we are having static partition also, we are having dynamic partition also. Okay, if partition is static, the partition is static, and if the partition is dynamic. Okay, the partition is static, then compaction is not possible. Compaction is not possible, and if the partition is dynamic, then compaction is possible. Okay, so we say in this way, if relocation is static, and it is done at the assembly or load time, compaction cannot be done. It is possible only if the relocation is dynamic, and it is done at the execution time. Okay, so the operating system should use an algorithm to minimize the amount of copying to make the compaction as fast as possible. Okay, the simplest example we can see, we'll see the example. Imagine this is the, you able to see or not? So this is the memory block. Okay, so memory block, we have a process over here, this is free. We have process, this is free. We have process, this is free. Okay, so imagine we have process 1, process 2, and this is process 3. This is free, this is free, and this is free. Okay, so the 3 holes are there. This is the hole, this is the hole, and this is the hole. All these are nothing but the holes. Okay, we call it the external fragmentation. Okay, so using compaction, what we can do, we can simply together, or we can shuffle all the process at the one end and all the free memory at the another end. Okay, so we'll keep this process P1 comes over here, so P1 is over here, P2 will move over here, so P2 comes over here, then P3, then aa gaya P3 over here. Okay, this free memory will be this free, and this free. It will become the large block, free block of memory. This is the compaction. Okay, so whatever this was, the size was 15, the size was 12, and the size was 13. So 15, 12 and 13, and the remaining this is, for example, 11, this is 12, and this is 10. Okay, so 11, 12 and 10, so 30, 20, 33. So 33 K amount of free memory is now available as a large block. This is nothing but the compaction. Okay, thank you so much.